Hey guys, it's Mr. Zezma666 back again with Dragon Fable Store Walkthrough Part 13. Today we're going to be starting on the Light Orb quest because we finished the Wind Orb quest last time. And the first quest is a cutscene, which is obvious. But it's called Meeting Zhoom. And I'm guessing Zhoom is either that rebel guy or the guy meeting on that horse right there. And actually, I screwed up here. I actually viewed this cutscene before I filmed it. And usually when you go here for the first time, that rebel guy will be the guy you talk to. When you saw the video, I was already talking to Zhoom, and looks like he won that fight. So basically what happened here is this guy in the cloak and the shadow turban looks like he came fresh out of Iraq. He is a rebel. The rebels are in this place are basically fighting against the Emperor. They want a revolution, which basically is what a rebel means. And Zhoom is a worker, a soldier of the Emperor, and he is sent out and he captures rebels and he takes them to the Emperor, and the Emperor does with them what they please. Kills them, throws them in prison, feeds them to the sharks. I don't care. And neither does Zhoom. But we are with the rebels. We are working with the rebels. That is our part in it. But this guy, he saved our skin here. He basically used a little sarcasm on Zhoom, saying, yeah, he's with us. How stupid do you think we are? We're just talking in the middle of a street. And so this guy gets captured, and you are basically undercover now, which is awesome, but we're working with Zhoom, and Zhoom seems pretty dangerous guy. I'm not going to lie. But the next quest is the hard way, and if you want the ranger armor like I have, you need to complete this quest the hard way, which is why I already have it done, because I frankly already got the ranger armor and leveled it up completely. If you don't have a dragon amulet, you can only use the skills on the left side. If you do have a dragon amulet, you can use the skills on the right side, and I might be getting a dragon amulet soon. I'm not exactly sure if I want to use some of my money to get a dragon amulet. It might make the videos a little bit cooler, and when I get the new armor, and stuff, it'll be cool. But the ranger armor, the reason I got it is because it's the armor for this area. So I felt like, you know what, it'll be cool if I get this armor. Be something a little different, make the video stand out a bit more. But what we're doing in this quest is Zhoom is sending us into this structure, I don't know, these ruins, where he believes a rebel that's been eluding him for a long time named Kasuf is. Now, this guy I'm fighting right here, the Sunspike, they are very resistant to light, so don't use Artrix's Holy Attack on them. I think the only time I used Artrix's Holy Attack on them was during these Sunspike guys, and I was a moron for doing it, and I don't know why I did it, but that was the only time I used this Holy Attack. But when you fight through those first couple enemies, you'll get the Kasuf, which is this guy you're talking to right now, and he basically just gives up. He's like, alright, fine, take me, I'm tired of running, yada, yada, yada. And then you're like, oh, relax, I'm with the rebels, I'm here to get you out. I'll distract Zhoom, and you escape. And he's like, no, Zhoom is too... Zhoom, once he sets his mind to something, he will never give up. And then you're like, okay, well, there must be another way. He's like, in fact, there is. There's a secret way out, but you got to fight through all these monsters. You got to go through 3 locked doors, and then we'll finally get out. I'm like, oh, okay. So, just like that, if that's what we're going to do. So, we are going to fight through a bunch of enemies, go through 3 locked doors, and escape. So, let's get started with it. Alright. So, after this quest is, like, really, really long. I'm not going to lie to you. I stunned each and every enemy, I think, and then I used once I ran out of mana, I used both my mana potions, and then, okay, these sand slicers, you are going to want to kill them as fast as you freaking can, because if you don't stun them, they do like 75 to 100 damage to your health every single time. I don't know what is with them that made them all overpowered or not, but that's how it was. It was annoying. I'm not going to lie. But this is the locked door. It's a pattern. It's you have to click those 4 symbols in a right order, and it's basically just you clicking them over and over and over again until you find the right order. And it's not that hard, but it's timed. That sand jar right underneath the little glyphs that light up. Once that sand jar fills up, you fail and you got to retry. I don't know if it puts you back at the beginning of the quest or not, because I didn't fail any of these doors. I never had, because I have an excellent memory, and I can usually figure them out before the timer's even halfway done. So, right here you can see my mana is already running pretty low. I get to the second door right here, and the third door, once you get to the third door, you do the pattern, and then you'll escape, and that's the end of the quest. And we'll talk to that in a sec. But as always, the fighting scenes are 4 times sped up, and I still think this video was pretty darn long. It was a long quest. It wasn't that hard as long as you stun them. My philosophy in fighting enemies is always to stun them, because then it gets all your mana out of the way, which is unimportant. If you lose all your mana, you will not have to restart the quest. Where if you lose all your health, you will have to restart the quest. So it is better to use your mana than use your health. And also, if you're using the ranger class and you use the poison attack on them, don't do that. It will not do anything to affect them. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it might actually heal them. I think I did it once, and I learned my lesson, but I can't remember if it healed them or not. So I believe this sun spike right here was the last enemy, and then we get to the last door, and there we go, and that's it. And Cass was like all excited. He's like, "You did it! Thank you very much. We're alive." And then he gives you some information on how to get back into contact with the rebels. He's like, "Okay, here's what you got to do. You got to go get a blue lotus flower from the desert, and then you got to go to the Oasis Inn and talk to the rebel leader. And if you bring that blue lotus flower to her, that's how she'll be able to identify you." Why the blue lotus flower? Because evidently the blue lotus flower is one of the only flowers to survive in the desert. It's a very rare flower, and its ability to survive against all odds is the perfect symbol for the rebellion. And I could have said it better myself. After he explained it to me, I'm like, wow, that's really smart. That's very clever. But I guess next time we'll be going and getting a blue lotus flower and going to the Oasis Inn and seeing what the rebel leader has to say. But that's all it is for this time, guys. We'll go back to the Sand Sea. I think I'm just going to go talk to Zhoom and heal up. But that's it for this time, so let's get to this recap page. Okay, please like, rate, and subscribe, and comment. I'll answer any questions you have in the comments. I usually stay in touch with those. Please click the bottom YouTube link to visit my channel where playlists of Dragon Fable Store Walkthrough and AQ World Store Walkthrough are. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I worked a lot on it. But please keep watching them and keep liking, and please give me good feedback. Don't be hating or anything. Thank you guys so much, but I will see you guys next time. So peace.